Time now for your morning rush. We start with the controversial proposal to bring speed bans to Albuquerque. A private company would operate the cameras. APD would sign off on the violation. The fine would be mailed to the car's registered owner, but if someone else is driving, they could be cited instead. A town hall meeting will take place next month to allow the public to weigh in. The city wants to know if it could improve the bus system. ABQ Ride is requesting a study that would analyze existing bus routes with a goal of improving ridership. Along with convenience and equity, they will also study the efficiency of their routes. Councillor Brooke Bassan says they are facing a bus driver shortage at this time. County commissioners will be next to weigh in on renaming a stretch of COORS near Central. This after a local priest killed in a crash. Last night, city councilors gave their approval. Father Graham Golden was hit and killed while pulling out onto COORS. The Department of Transportation will have the final say on this. Recreational pot sales will not be allowed in Old Town, at least not right away. Last night, City Council backed Councillor Isaac Benson's proposal to put a moratorium on permits for cannabis businesses. It's expected to start next July. Benton says the city needs more time to look at possible zoning limitations for that area. Erica.
Forecast this morning, temperatures climbing out of the upper 60s into the low 70s from 8 to 10 a.m. and then making it into the 80s quickly by 11. It's going to be a hot day out there, so dress for the heat.
You can give your opinion about a proposed plan to add a trail for bicyclists and pedestrians along the railroad tracks in downtown. The rail trail will run along the tracks from Lomas to the rail yard. City of Albuquerque's Metropolitan Redevelopment Agency is holding the public meeting that starts at 5 p.m. tonight at the rail yard's blacksmith shop. City councilors are hoping a deal they just signed off on will pay off. Councilors approved the agreement for a Netflix expansion, which is expected to bring in billions in production. Netflix is planning a 300-acre expansion of its Mesa del Sol studios on both private and state trust land, which would add 10 new stages, post-production facilities, and even some backlots. Take a look at this. This morning, a jury will head back into deliberations in the trial of the man accused of raping and killing 6-year-old Ariana Jade Romeo. The prosecution's argument is that LELAND HUST fragile state is just an act. The defense argues that investigators pressured an impressionable young man into a false confession. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index for today. We're going to be staying dry in the metro, but very hot temperatures will make it back into the mid to upper 90s.
3 homicides are under investigation this morning after APD is not giving any details about any possible suspects yet. One of the homicides was in a Nob Hill neighborhood where a man was found lying in the street with 2 gunshot wounds. The other 2 homicides were at a home in northeast Albuquerque and at the Motel 6. This morning, APD is asking your help tracking down this man they say is connected to a shooting in northwest Albuquerque on March 14th. Police say they found a person with a gunshot wound in the neighborhood near UNSER and Western Trail. Police are now looking for this man who they say goes by the name of Negro. Any details, call Crime Stoppers at 843-STOP. Day 2 in the trial of Mark Redwine, the Colorado father accused of killing his son. Both sides giving their opening statements yesterday. Prosecutors say Mark Redwine murdered his 13-year-old son Dylan during a court-ordered visit. Hikers found his skull 3 years later. Redwine told investigators he left Dylan alone to run errands. The defense is arguing that an animal caused the boy's death. If convicted, he faces up to 48 years in prison. A suspected drunk driver will stay behind bars until trial. 26-year-old Jennifer Munoz is accused of driving drunk, running a red light, and crashing into Janelle Catasigüe. Munoz's defense attorney wanted the judge to consider other options, possibly an ankle monitor. Judge Courtney Weeks did not agree with those. Munoz does have a history of traffic violations. Mass vaccination sites could soon be a thing of the past here in New Mexico. Expo New Mexico's final day giving out vaccines was Sunday, and the pit will also no longer be giving out vaccines by the end of this month. Last week, the state averaged about 7,000 second shots or one-shot J&J vaccines a day. Numbers have since gone down to about 2,500 shots a day. Testing sites at places like Balloon Fiesta, though, they'll stick around at least for now. Erica.
All right, let's get a look at the morning drive. Here's a look at the maps. We're seeing all green, no accidents or slowdowns. And here's a look at tracker going east on I-40 at 12th Street. Shouldn't have any issues this morning.
A big thank you to a group of divers who donated their time and skills to clean up a New Mexico lake. The Game and Fish Department posted these photos of the cleanup earlier this month at Bill Evans Lake, northwest of Silver City. The lake is a regular diving spot for the El Paso Dive Group. They wanted to give back by making it cleaner for the public. The group pulled hundreds of pounds of litter right from the water.
Welcome back. On this day in 1959, an F1 tornado hit in Curry County off in southeastern New Mexico. A barn roof was torn off and there was bad hail damage to a bunch of the wheat crops. Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, a group of divers from Texas donated their time and skills to clean up a New Mexico lake. The Game and Fish Department posted these photos of cleanup earlier this month at Bill Evans Lake in northwest Silver City. The lake is a regular diving spot for the El Paso Dive Group, and they wanted to give back by making it cleaner for the public. The group pulled hundreds of pounds of litter from the water and along the shoreline.
On to number 4 now. Recreational pot sales will not be allowed in Old Town, at least not right away. Last night, City Council backed Councilor Isaac Benton's proposal to put a moratorium on permits for cannabis businesses after they become legal. It's expected to start next July. Benton says the city needs more time to look at possible zoning limitations for that area, where many features are regulated to preserve Old Town's historic character.
And at number 3, we're expecting hot temperatures across eastern New Mexico after a cool down yesterday. We'll be back into the 90s for pretty much the entire state today.
And on to number 2. This morning, 6 cyclists are fighting for their lives after a driver struck them during a race. 2 of them are from New Mexico. Now their friends are asking for your help through a GoFundMe account. The terrifying scene taking place at a cycling racing in Arizona over the weekend. Witnesses say the driver of a truck was heading in the wrong direction when he slammed into the group of cyclists. Police say the driver has been identified as 35-year-old Sean Michael Chalk. They did not specify as to what they believe may have happened. On to number 1 now. We are covering the controversial proposal to bring speed bans back to Albuquerque. As the proposal stands this morning, a private company would operate the cameras. APD would review the footage and sign off on the violation. The fine would be mailed to the registered owner of that car. If someone else was driving, they could be identified and cited instead. Now, next month, at least one town hall meeting will take place. After the public weighs in, councilors say they could make changes before giving it the official green.